Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hobbits. Today joined by
Linne.
Reviewing another beer from Beer Drum. So Beer Drum had a big release of beers from Perennial before I went to the States, and I decided to get all of them. So we're checking out some more Perennial beer. This is the third or fourth time I review this beer. I reviewed quite a few vintages. I think I've reviewed, no, it's the third time. I've reviewed the 15, 16, and now we're trying the 17 version of Perennial's Abraxas. This is probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Mexican spiced Imperial Stout. I had it side by side with Hunapu by Cigar City and you tried Hunapu at MBCC years ago.
Oh, maybe.
It's a long time ago. But I tried them side by side and I figured I'd like this a bit more because of the intense spice character, especially cinnamon. But I did prefer the mouthfeel a bit more than Hunapu. But the first time I tried them side by side, I preferred Hunapu. So I guess it depends on the vintage. But nonetheless, this is one of the best Mexican spiced Imperial Stouts out there, in my mind. They do a barrel-aged version I've yet to try. I really hope to try it someday. But yeah, so this is Perennial's Abraxas. 2017 vintage of their 10% Imperial Stout made with ancho chili peppers, so smoked chili peppers, cacao nibs, and cinnamon sticks. We got Abraxas back in the glass. I haven't had this beer for a while. Last time I had it was the 16 vintage, but it pours a sludgy, thick liquid in the glass.
Oh, it looks beautiful.
Yeah. Really dark, really rich looking. Really nice tan head, and the aromas is just bursting out into the room.
And from here I can already smell the chocolate.
And cinnamon.
And cinnamon a whole lot, yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's just dive our noses in here and check it out. Oh, that smells so good. It smells like a mixture of gingerbread cookie, bunke, brownie, and honeycake.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
This is like, to me, I think this is one of the first things I think of, like, in the early days when pastry stouts were getting kind of like going. This is probably one of the first I'd imagine pastry stouts.
It's really cakey.
Super cakey. I'm getting more chili on this vintage though than I got the previous one. So a lot of cinnamon, but the 16 had a good kick of cinnamon more than this maybe. But there's definitely like this briny, slightly smoky chili aroma. Maybe not briny.
There's a little bit of smoke, yeah, but the chili kind of feeling you get is it just tingles in your nostrils.
Yeah,
it's nothing major.
But really big cinnamon character, like fudgy, cakey, cinnamon, chocolatey, like almost like chocolate frosting or something. Like it's really like cake-like, brownie-like.
Yeah,
really.
But when you say like gingerbread, I'm thinking like I don't know what you call it, but syrup cake.
Syrup cake. Yeah, I can see that.
But,
it's a Danish cake with cinnamon syrup.
But a little bit more honey-like.
Yeah. But we also have something we call honey cake, which is slightly similar. It's chocolate cake that's chocolate coated, usually shaped like chocolate. So it's chocolate coated, usually shaped like hearts. And it's kind of spiced the same with gingerbread, but it's a soft cake.
Yeah.
It's really good, but it's reminding me a bit of that. But it's super festive. But it smells really nice. You want to try it?
Sure.
Let's do it. Cheers, and thanks a ton to Beer Drum for the beer.
Wow.
Oh, that is so good. Can you understand why I really want to try the barrel-aged version of this?
No.
This is insanely good. It's so cakey. It is so freaking cakey. It's like cinnamon brownies, or as I said, like honey cake. Fucking honey cake.
Yeah, it's honey cake, or whatever you call it, loads of cinnamon.
And loads of chocolate. Like
loads of chocolate
rich
too,
chocolate flavor. Perfect.
But usually a honey cake is caught with chocolate,
yeah.
You know, when you get them, so yeah. Yeah.
Great mouthfeel too, like super thick and coating. Not really alcohol taste. There's a hint of chili, like a slight smoky hint, and I think there's more chili to this vintage than I remember from the previous one. But the big thing is just like the cinnamon character is just awesome.
The chili is not way in the front. It's kind of like
hiding in the back.
It's hiding there, yeah. So if you're not actually looking for it, I'm not sure you find it.
Yeah. It's if you didn't say ancho chili on the label, I might not figure it out. But I'm even getting like hints of vanilla or something in there too, and like the.
Look down.
And big chocolate. big like fudgy chocolate cake, like cake batter, maybe even.
Cake batter.
Like before you even cook the cake, like this sticky.
No, okay, pebernødder cake batter. Yeah.
But there's a lot of like festive Danish cookie about this.
Yeah.
And festive Danish food, even though it's Mexican inspired. But I just think it's so good. And the base beer just shines. It's like super thick and rich. There's a hint of dark fruit. It's big on chocolate and big roasty malt flavor. But then you have all these cake like fudgy chocolate.
Fucking cardamom.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Det er jeg tænker pebernødder.
Yeah. But I think it's the cinnamon that's also pulling you in that festive direction.
Maybe it is.
It's like one of those beers where I see there's no flaws, but I'm not gonna go Hunnits because I there's room for maybe some barrel character and whatnot. I gave it a 98 last year. I don't agree with the 98 this year because I think last year's batch was a bit more fudgy and cakey than this one. Or last year's, the 16. I just remember being a bit more excited about it, but that might be the moment, whatever. So I'm just gonna say 97 instead of 98. But
Yeah. Well, I'm a little bit in love. I'm gonna say 98.
yeah, I thought you would love this.
Yeah. But like always, I'm gonna say it's not a Bourbon County.
No. But imagine this barrel age, dude.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
That would be amazing.
That is really good. But yeah, amazing beer. Unfortunately, this is long gone on Beer Jam, I think. But maybe check and see if they still have some Perennial stuff on there because they make great beers. But if you guys had a chance to try the 2017 Perennial Abraxas, let us know what you thought of it. This is one hell of a great. If you never had like Mexican style Imperial Stout, try and get about all this. Then there's not a whole lot more you need to try, but this is one of the ones that are like the upper echelon of the game. Really good stuff.
So if I have to say it with one cliche, a sentence, I'd say this beer is a piece of cake. Get it.
Yes.
It's good.
I agree.
Very good.
So as always, guys, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And we're going to say cheers.
Cheers, Pete.
Cheers, Pete. And see you guys in another beer review.